What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy, Cam ATL, and welcome back to another video with your boy. Drop a like down below because I already know you're gonna love it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Comment anything in the comment section to enter your name into the $50 giveaway I do every single week on this channel. And look, we got the $50 winner from last week. Let me read these off to you. The $50 winner from last week is going to be Joey Finesse. Joey Finesse hit me up on Twitter at Cam_ATL. All that good stuff. The free monthly access winner is going to be Serenity Kaiser. Serenity Kaiser hit me up on Twitter at Cam_ATL, man. Shout out to everybody who is here as always, man. And remember to put your favorite two-man down in the comment section to enter your name into that free monthly access that I do every single month. I mean, every single week. Well, every single day. Shit, my bad. Damn. We do giveaways every day. Free monthly access to Props Made Easy by just putting your favorite two-man down in the comment section. I mean, look, man. Props Made Easy dominated again, did what it's been doing. It's been going absolutely nuts, man. And all members utilizing Props Made Easy should be up some major units over the weekend as well. It was another amazing weekend. If you ever question Props Made Easy and question the success of Props Made Easy, which it's pretty obvious. Look, we follow plus EV. We follow a strict rule book of 5% or higher EV. We play plays that have 30 or more books built into the consensus odds, and we're staying between that plus 150 and minus 130 if we can. And I mean, that is an obvious winning strategy long term when it comes to the game. Professional bettors only play plus EV, and we're just making sure that everybody is on the absolute best plays. And it has been absolutely fantastic, man. I love people hitting me up, being like, hey, man, ever since I've been following that rule book, ever since I've been using Props Made Easy and following the rule book, my units are skyrocketing, and I love to see it. And this is why we're doing this monthly thing in the month of April, so everybody can see firsthand, like, oh, shit, this is my first month where I played nothing but EV. Look what it did for me. You feel what I'm saying? Like, no matter what, you're going to lose. Right? But if you're playing EV on a consistent basis, you will end up profitable. That is the point of all of this. Is no matter what strategy you utilize in this game, you're going to have lost days. That's something that is inevitable. You can't do shit about it. Right? Playing plus EV is not even gambling. Okay? It's really not even gambling. You're playing the numbers. You're taking advantage of the best value, and over time, that builds into profit. That is the only way to do it here. Okay? So anyways, we're not going to waste too much of y'all's time. PropsMadeEasy.com is only $20 a month. If you haven't joined yet, then you are high and need to get off that crack. Okay? All right. Anyway, let's get straight into it. We can go over a few NBA if y'all want to. We have NBA. We have a couple games tomorrow. And then we have another slate of games on Wednesday. Nothing going on today, but we can look at the best options that are on Props Made Easy right now. Again, being a Props Made Easy member and having access to this nonstop is going to be your best bet. Because if you're just going off the picks that you see from Props Made Easy in the video, you're selling yourself short from hundreds of other options that are going to be popping in, okay? So definitely join up. The most plus EV thing you can do is join Props Made Easy at $20 a month. If you're paying more than $20 a month on a tool that shows you the best plus EV plays, you're already a horrible bettor. You're already making a horrible choice. And there's a lot of people out there that are paying $50 or more. Why? Because these other companies are doing a whole bunch of ads, got all these fucking ways that they're marketing and shit, where Props Made Easy is marketing solely off its success. It has gotten to 18,000 members solely off its success and word of mouth from people whose lives it has changed. That's the difference. You feel what I'm saying? But there's a lot of people out here who don't know about Props Made Easy. So it's important that if you utilize Props Made Easy and have success, that you shout it from the rooftops. Let your friends know. Share it on your social media, all that good stuff, so that outside of me just talking about it in my videos, and outside of the other PME members, you know, announcing that they're winning and showing off like how well Props Made Easy is working for them, we have everybody just showing the love, and that is the best thing you can do for people in the sports betting business, is putting them on a tool that's only $20 a month that is really going to raise their hit rate long term, all right? Anyway, let's get straight into it. Like I said, we're going to talk about a few NBA. Excuse me. And then we're going to move on and talk about the rest. I'm not going to spend a ton of time on NBA just because there's no games today. So I really want to get into MLB and NHL. But nonetheless, let's talk about the best options we have. Now, first and foremost, following our rule book, utilizing Props Made Easy, what's the problem with this play right here? Now, where it is a 12.17 EV, which is fantastic. It's not meeting our minimum quota of consensus books that we're looking for. As you guys know at Props Made Easy, we let you know firsthand how many books have a player's line on their site. 11 books right now have the 1.5 assists for VIT. Okay, that is just not a big enough sample to go off of, okay, because that sample is just not what we're looking for. And again, if we want the most profit we could possibly have and most consistency at the same time, it's going to take following this rule book and following it really like to the T. You feel what I'm saying? Why take this when right underneath you have every box checked? Draymond Green under 5.5 assists on the 15th going against Memphis. Minus 125 odds on Fnatic. This is a 9.43 EV due to consensus odds being minus 155 with 48 books on this. So it's over the 30 book minimum. You have the over the 5% EV, and it is between our plus 150 to minus 130 odds. It's checking every box possible. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I'm not in here to tell my people who watch me to play minus 140s, minus 150s, minus 160s. Like, I see people giving out minus 200 slips. Okay? I'm not here to do that. Okay? I'm here to show you the best plus EV plays that are in this range. You feel what I'm saying? I don't want y'all to always play minus 140s and shit because that's going to affect your profit long term. And that's why we have that in the rule book to go plus 150 to minus 130 as our highest odds will go. We don't go past either side. Right now, if you're in the low bankroll, like if you got $10 in your account, right, and you're just trying to slowly build your bankroll, you can take whatever as long as it's high EV. Okay, I wouldn't sweat too much on that. Take whatever, all right? But if you have a decent bankroll and you've built a decent bankroll, then I would stay within the means, okay? Another guy that meets our quota, just barely, but he meets our quota. Bam Adebayo over 19.5 points is plus 100 odds on DraftKings. 8.7 EV. Minus 119 are the consensus odds among the 30 books that have him so far. As you can see, a PME member already liked that play. 30 books are built into this. So it's right there at the minimum 30. So obviously, if a play right underneath Bam Adebayo had 50-something books built into the consensus and it was pretty much the same EV, I would tell you to go with the 50-something book consensus option because there's just bigger sample size. You feel what I'm saying? So, but either way, Bam Adebayo over 19.5 points at an 8.7 with the 30 books built into an average of minus 119 on the over. Getting the over at plus 100 on DraftKings is phenomenal. AI sim projection on the over as well, so it's all good. John Morant, we're going to go ahead and let slide until he can get up to that 30 book mark. Right now he's at 18. Dyson Daniels over 6.5 rebounds at minus 113. 7.63 EV. 37 books built into that minus 133 consensus. So great spot there as well. AI sim projection on the over at 6.8. Keep looking. Dyson Daniels over 6.5 rebounds on FanDuel at minus 114. 7.18 EV percent. Minus 133 of the consensus on the over 6.5 rebounds out of 37 books that have this. Love that spot. Steph Curry over 4.5 rebounds at minus 104 on Sportsbooks. 7.04 EV percent. Minus 120 is the average among 41 books here. So again, meeting our quota. What are we looking for? First step that you need to do to have success is grab Props Made Easy. It's only $20 a month. It's the cheapest option in the entire industry to find plus EV. And the price won't change. We will always be $20. Okay, we were built to help the regular people have success on a consistent basis. Okay, so this is for the regular people. All right, go join Props Made Easy for only $20. You're not spending much of your bankroll at all on the tool themselves. Okay, then you follow our rule book. Every play that you play, and ideally, you're playing straight bets. So a straight bet is a play where you're just playing the play by himself. Okay, so for example, let's talk about the Dyson Daniels real quick. You would straight bet this. You would play this by itself. Let's say your unit size is $1. You would play $1 on the over Dyson Daniels 6.5 rebounds at minus 114. And don't let anybody tell you, oh, you only bet $1, blah, 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 blah. That does not, don't worry about what anybody's telling you. Don't worry about what anybody says about your bet size, your unit size. Don't let nobody talk shit about you. If you're on the lower level and you're trying to actually get into this and build your bankroll, dollar units are perfectly fine. Okay? My goal is to take you from that dollar unit to $100 units eventually. So stick with the game plan, build that bankroll month after month using those dollar units, and eventually those same people making fun of you will have half the unit size you utilize. So don't worry about that shit. And anybody talking shit about somebody using a dollar unit and growing their bankroll is probably asset betting anyway. Majority of people are asset betting. Let me just be honest with you. 90% of people that you see suck at betting. Okay? A lot of motherfuckers will be like, oh, you just got to watch sports to have success. That's the key. No, it's fucking not. The key is plus EV. You could not know a damn thing about sports and follow plus EV and have more success than somebody who's been watching sports their whole life. So don't let nobody fucking convince you that you need to be doing this or doing that, doing this, doing that. Listen to the people you could trust in this industry. Listen to the professionals, the people who really do this shit, and go from there. All right? Let's see what else we got. Zachary, I would love to because I play heavy on Fliff, but I can't with the 14 bucks. All right. That's about it for NBA. Let's move on, y'all. Let's go look at MLB. Let's take a look at MLB. Again, this is propsmadeeasy.com, y'all. It's only $20 a month. Okay. We're looking at all sportsbooks for MLB. We're looking straight up all sportsbooks for MLB. What are the best plays available? Again, I've talked about this before. If you're on only a DFS site, you are selling yourself short. Okay? There is literally 0 people in this world who have become rich playing DFS sportsbooks. Okay, DFS sportsbooks are built for the people who just don't have much knowledge in the game, who just, want to have fun and build some slips and think that they're going to become rich off of it. It's not going to happen. You have to be able to straight bet plus EV plays to be able to have the most success, and they don't let you do that. Now, if you are in a state where you can only play DFS set bets, and I'm sorry if you're in a state where you can only play DFS sites, and that's perfectly fine, and that's okay. We'll make the most out of your situation. In that situation, you need to be playing plays. I don't even care how many legs you do. Ideally, you go 2 legs. That way, you only got 2 options. They're both high EV, and you can slowly build that bankroll. But I know there's a lot of different people with different opinions in the DFS industry who are like, oh, you got to play 6-man slips, blah, 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 blah. I don't really give a fuck what you do at this point. Play whatever type of legs you want to play. Hopefully, you do it. I encourage you slightly to go just 2-mans. That way you just got 2 legs on it. You're playing top EV. The more legs you add, the less chance you have on that slip, okay? But nonetheless, every single leg in your slips need to be 5% or higher EV, 30 or more books built into the consensus, okay? In between that, well, it doesn't matter about the range because you're getting fixed odds on either side. So 5% or higher EV, 30 or more books built into the consensus. All right, that's the rule for every leg that you put in that DFS slip. All right. At the top of the list, Tyler Alexander over 4.5 strikeouts today against Detroit. Minus 120 odds on FanDuel, giving him an 8.27, 57 books. That's a solid sample. Have this at minus 144 on the over 4.5 strikeouts, but yeah, you're getting it at minus 120. So amazing option. All right. Sim projection on the over as well. All right, Christian Walker over 0.5 bases at minus 140 on Fanatics. This goes over the minus 130 range that we like to stay in, but like I told you already, if you have a low bankroll and you're just in the bankroll building portion of your journey, then you can completely play this. So on Fanatics, over 0.5 bases at minus 140, 7.9 EV. 41 books are built into a average of minus 169 on the over 0.5 bases, but yet you're getting it at minus 140. So it's a solid play for you bankroll builders. Alexander, you can play there as well on his strikeouts. Taijuan Walker is a good one. Over 3.5 strikeouts on NoVig. You can grab it minus 121. Now, NoVig is a site where most people can play. Most people can play this. It's one of my favorite ones. They tend to have some of the best value options that you can take advantage of EV on. Taijuan Walker over 3.5 strikeouts at minus 121 on NoVig is a 6.9 EV. 54 books are built into an average of minus 141 on the over 3.5 strikeouts. So obviously getting it at minus 121 is going to be fantastic for Taijuan Walker. So definitely love that spot. Jarren Duran under 1.5 bases at minus 135 on Fanatics. Again, let me reiterate again as well. Just because I like a play, for example, like I like Jarren Duran's under 1.5 bases, that doesn't mean I like him everywhere. His EV is the best on Fanatics. Now, if you can find him at minus 140 somewhere, then sure. Then sure, I'd consider it. Right? I consider it. But it needs to be incredibly close to this. Okay? And at the same time, again, if he had some options, if he has options on your sportsbook that you have access to, again, on Props Made Easy, you can just select the book you're utilizing. Look at all these books we have. I didn't have all of them select for some reason. Some of them weren't select. Profit X wasn't selected, but whatever. As you can see, all of the books that we offer here. Look at all this. That's pretty much every book that people have access to. Okay? And again, if you guys have a book that you enjoy that Props Made Easy isn't offering on our list, let us know. And I'm sure we can get it. Outside of Chalkboard for DFS. Chalkboard just doesn't let people get their lines. Okay? That's why no tools have Chalkboard. Okay? But nonetheless, it is what it is. Sensatella, after I made sure every sportsbook was checked, which I should have done. That's my mistake. Sensatella under 5.5 hits allowed is at minus 101 on Profit X, 11.49 EV percent, 39 books built into an average of minus 127 on the under 5.5 hits allowed. Okay, so good spot. This checks every box. On an EV like an 11.49, I may even go a couple units on a play like this. You feel what I'm saying? Like 5% to like 9% or so, I'll keep it 1 unit. 10% to like 13, I'll go a couple units. And anything crazy outlier like 15%, I may go even more. But it just depends on you, okay? Now, it's perfectly fine to just go fixed units on every bet regardless of EV. That's perfectly fine. But a lot of times, if I'm able to get a crazy EV like this, like over 10% EV, I'll probably go a couple units sometimes. But it doesn't mean to go crazy. Remember, you got to use smart bankroll management and stay consistent. But anyway, Austin Riley over 1.5 bases. As you guys know, Fanatics is one of those sites where they have amazing bases value. Austin Riley over 1.5 bases is at minus 110 on Fanatics. 6.4 EV, 52 books have his average over 1.5 bases at minus 126. But yeah, you're getting it at minus 110 on Fanatics. So great spot there. Henry Davis over 0.5 bases at minus 120 on Fanatics, 6.38 EV percent. 37 books built into a minus 138, making it a 6.38. Great spot there as well, man. So there's plenty of options that you can attack for MLB today, man, all over the place. I know a lot of people just play the DFS books, so let's see what they got. They haven't popped much super high. I mean, you got Stuart Fairchild over 0.5 bases is a 5.58. 38 books built into a consensus of minus 130. So decent spot for Stuart Fairchild. Jason Hayward over 0.5 bases at a 5.39. 39 books built into the minus 130 on the over 0.5 bases, making it a 5.39 there. Brandon Marsh over 0.5 hits at a 5.07. 37 books built into a 5.07 on Betr picks for Brandon Marsh. So there's 3 options among all the DFS books that are good plays for MLB. Whereas if you take advantage of any sports book, you have a bunch of plays over 5%. So this is what I'm talking about by if you're limiting yourself to just DFS books. Unless you absolutely can only play DFS books, you're selling yourself short, man. You're fucking yourself. All right, plain and simple. All right, let's go look at NHL real quick to get through this, and then we'll check on the Game Center as always, man. Game Center was absolutely wrecking. I had people hit me up this weekend like, man, bro, thank you for letting me know about the live feature on the game bets. I've been smashing MLB live bets. And look, me too. Me too. I've been utilizing it a ton lately. I've been doing a lot of MLB live bets when it comes to the Game Center for the game totals and stuff like that. All right. So taking a look at NHL at the top of the list, Wyatt Johnson over 0.5 points on Underdog. Wow, it's rare that you have a DFS book at the top. 6.02 EV. 38 books are built into that 6.02 EV. So Wyatt Johnston over 0.5 points is a great option to go with. Mikko Rantanen under 2.5 shots on goal. Minus 149 is over that minus 130 juice I like to stay in. But nonetheless, if you're on that bankroll building journey and have a low bankroll, you could totally play this on Bet Online. Straight bet. Again, all these picks I'm telling you, straight bets are the best way to go if you wanna have profit by the end of the month. Mikko Rantanen under 2.5 shots on goal is minus 149 on Bet Online. Minus 173 is the average among 42 books. So great spot there. Micah Zibanejad over 0.5 points at minus 104 on FanDuel. 5.64 EV, 39 books built into an average of minus 116. Great spot there for him. Marco Casper, another one that goes over the juice I like. A lot of these rest of these plays are over the juice I like. Minus 154, minus 157, minus 140, minus 150. And that's okay for those with the small bankroll. Okay, I bet $100 units. That's just my unit size. Okay, sometimes I'll go crazy with the amount of bets I do. Sometimes I'll bet 5 bets. For the most part, with people on your bankroll building journey, I would go about 5 bets maximum a day. The last thing you want to do is get caught up with, because look, Props Made Easy will have hundreds of amazing EV plays throughout the day. Last thing you need to do is forget your bankroll management because you have all this EV in front of you. You need to make sure you're still staying within your bankroll management, which for most people will be about 5 bets at their unit size, okay, at most. So find your favorite 5, all right, whether you want to get 3 early and then wait till the end to get your last 2, whatever you got to do. Try to stay locked into a strategy. Don't chase. Let's say you have a bad day, right? You do 5 bets, you miss them all, right? I mean, that can happen sometimes, right? So you miss all 5 bets. The next day, don't chase and bet more trying to make up for your losses. You bet the same shit. You do the same strategy. Let's say you lose again. It doesn't matter. Day 3, you do the same shit. And that's the big difference between people who have big success in sports betting and people who won't. Is they stay dedicated on a strategy regardless of what happens, because the variance in this shit is up and down sometimes. But when you play plus EV, you will end up profitable, but you have to stick with it. Okay? There's a lot of people watching this video right now who have maybe tried EV in the past. I'm talking 1, 2, maybe 2 days of EV in the past. Because if you've played a whole month of just straight EV the whole time, then you know what the best option is. The only people who don't are the people who maybe had a losing stretch playing plus EV and then gave up, stopped using the strategy altogether. That is the biggest mistake. Because look, you're in an industry where losses are gonna happen. If you're playing plus EV, you will be able to offset those losses and get profit by the end. If you're not, then you will always end up down. You will always end up down, no matter what. All right, so be smart. Let's check out the game center, y'all. Let's see what we got today. So if you want to get some early game bets in for NBA, you can. Still have these allergies. Fucking crazy. Anyway, if you want to get some NBA game bets in early, you can. I mean, you have a few options that are interesting. The Warriors minus 6.5 point spread at minus 115 on Fliff. 43 books have this average at minus 135 on the minus 6.5 point spread, giving it a 7.43 EV. So Golden State Warriors minus 6.5 point spread at minus 115 is a good bet right now. All right. Sacramento Kings minus 4.5 point spread at minus 100 on Novig. 7.37 EV, 55 books baked into this. So solid spot there. Chicago Bulls money line at minus 100 on Novig. I should be almost done, though. I'm hoping I'm almost done with this fucking allergies. 99 books built into this. So that's the biggest sample we have. 6.82 EV. As you can see, many Props Made Easy members have already liked it. Bulls money line at minus 100 on Novig is a great option. 99 books are built into a 6.83. So great spot there. Anyway, let's move on to MLB, because those games, we got some time off those games before they come in. Now, I've had people reach out to me and it's like, hey Cam, some of the best EV I'm seeing are on those like plus 300 type plays. I completely understand you, and yes, you can play these, but you need to play half of your unit size or a quarter of your unit size on plays that are long shots like a plus 300. Great EV, don't get me wrong, and you can absolutely play them. I play them, but I don't use full unit sizes on plays like this. Okay? When it gets to the plus 300, that's over the plus 150 range. So anything over that plus 150 range, you need to be using half your unit size or a quarter of your unit size even to try to hit those, okay? So this is completely fine as long as you're using 0.5 unit or 0.25 unit. All right, let's keep going. First bet that sticks out to me is the Washington Nationals on MLB. You can get this at plus 133. Okay? Plus 133. Washington plus 0.5 first half run line. 65 books have this at a plus 115. But yet you're getting it at plus 133 juice on Bet Online. 8.34 expected value. As you can see, PME members are learning, man. Somebody already saw this as a good play and liked it. Really like that spot there. The Phillies, under 4.5 team total at minus 113 on FanDuel. 67 books built into a minus 134 average. Minus 113 being the line. I mean, obviously, amazing spot at an 8.2. So Phillies under 4.5 team total at -113 on FanDuel. Great spot. 67 books baked into that. We have a lot of MLB bets that are in play right now. New York Mets under 3.5 team total at +120 on Circa. By the way, I had people flood my comments from Saturday on all the damn game bets sweeping. It was a huge game bet day when it came to plus EV. But New York Mets under 3.5 team total on Circa at +120. 51 books are built into an average of +103 on the under 3.5 team total. So getting it at +120 is going to be the best bet, obviously, at 8.03. So you have so many options, as you can see, man. Look at that. Like, you have a couple with these 72. Milwaukee Brewers, first half money line at +150. Milwaukee Brewers, again, first half money line at +150. You can play it on either of those sites. Great options there, man. Amazing. Let's check out NHL. All right, when it comes to NHL, at the top of the list, you have the San Jose Sharks under 0.5 first period team total on Bovada at -105. Across 42 books have this at -126, giving an 8.95 EV. So great spot there. Detroit Red Wings under 0.5 first period team total at +135 on Bovada. This is +120 average among 46 books. So again, it checks every box that we're looking for. A lot of first period team total. Let's look at the main markets. Money line, we have a 5.35, but it doesn't reach our mark. Florida Panthers are at a 4 EV right now. That's something to keep an eye on. If that goes over 5 EV, look at how many books are built into that. So that'll probably come as we get closer to that game starting. You'll probably have enough. That EV might reach up to where you need it to be. Nothing for puck line, team total. Team total's got some good ones. Red Wings under 2.5 team total at +135 on BetOnline. They are +121 among the 39 books that have their lines. Great spot there at a 5.9 EV. And as you can see, I'm telling you, Props Made Easy members are getting sharp. They're making the right plays. All of the great plays that I've seen are already liked by somebody at Props Made Easy, man. So really like people are really starting to develop and starting to get better. But anyway, thank y'all for joining me as always, man. And as always, if you are a Props Made Easy member for only $20 a month, utilizing these amazing tools, I am excited to celebrate with you tonight after another fantastic night. And remember, stick on the rule book, man. Stick on the plan. Play plus EV the entire month. Like, give it a whole month where you bet smart. You're betting straight bets at 5% or higher EV. 30 or more books built into the consensus, staying within that +150 to -130 range, and watch what it does for you. Watch what it does. You're the only person who can pull the trigger and make that change for yourself. All right. Thank y'all for joining me as always, man. I'll see y'all on the next one. 3 p.m. Central, I'll be live. Appreciate y'all as always, and I'll see you on the next one, man. Peace.